Is this gonna work?
Okay.
I don't even know. Let me just see if it's... Oh, okay. I think I started.
You think you started?
How do I check if I'm doing this properly?
Well, let me pull up the channel. That's why whenever I do live, I also have one
Oh, I think we are live.
one screen.
Wow, this is entertaining, isn't it?
I mean, of course.
Oh, you're just wearing your shorts.
Oh my god! What?
You're just wearing your shorts. No, they're gonna see your legs for the first time.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness. So they're gonna see my legs for the first time. They probably haven't been paying attention.
Well,
actually, yeah, I see it. Oh my god! I hear myself. So you ready to get started?
Oh my god, because Xavier is here. Let me just say hi. No, we are already started. We're literally online.
Yeah, hey, Rico. Let me. Oh god, how do I mute this?
Just turn off the volume.
Let's pause.
Riveting. This is a riveting stuff here right now on Femmes Reacts.
So, do you want to do the?
Do we even do an intro? No,
yeah, we actually. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. I have. Oh my god! I need to turn this off. I have a signature sign on and sign off. You do have a signature sign on and sign off. You just don't realize it. It's branding. What do you do?
Aww. Well, I've been trying to do stuff, but I'm like, it's not that interesting. I've been trying to be like, hi, I'm Edison, but I'm like, that's so generic, but it's like, I'm doing it now.
Right. Do you want to know what my signature sign on for my Twitch?
Whoa, do you do something special? What is it?
Yeah. It goes like this. Oh, maybe I have to switch it up to YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this corner of YouTube that we like to call Femmes React. My name is DC. I'm on the mic, and also we have Edison. So if you joined us for the first time, welcome. We have a special stream. If this is your second or third time ever joining us, welcome back.
That's so formal. I kind of want to do like a spin.
You know what?
I kind of want to do like a, hey, it's Edison.
And then I'm DC on the mic, but then on the other side over there I'm like shooting it over to you, and then you turn around and go Edison.
Okay, whatever. Okay, Miko Xavier just said they got off work an hour and a half late. I didn't even know what they do.
What do you do? Ignore me while I eat. Oh, you logged out of work an hour and a half late. Okay. So, this is our first live, and it would be good if we interact with people, but let's just talk about how our week went. There's been a lot of BLs ending and starting and stuff like that. What has been your favorite BL that's ended this week?
Okay, we're going to talk about Mr. Unlucky, right? You watched it, right?
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm like the segue.
Mr. Unlucky, the last episode was so good. I put it up on the Patreon. But this is the thing. Like, when I was talking about how we don't get any insight into anybody in Kin Porsche, when I was saying that before, Mr. Unlucky does the opposite, and it gives you everything you need to know about why they love each other. And I just found that really special. I think the thing about romance is, yes, it's like you need attraction and all that stuff, but then when they go deeper, it's more convincing and it feels more special. Um, and so when Naya was kind of like, I see a kindred spirit in that you are also someone who has a wall up, and he found that sort of connection amongst the other things, knowing the real self in him. I just think when you listed all the reasons, it made it seem so romantic. And then they did his thought process when Fukuhara was late, and I was like, this dude, it trusts him so much.
Mm.
And I don't get that in a lot of like other shows that we've seen. And I remember saying the same thing in Not Me. Like, Sean and Wyatt did not give me any of that insight. I don't know if it's like the Japanese or Thai difference in how they do storytelling, but I appreciate the Japanese one so much more. And they've done it in Cherry Magic as well. How you can be like, wow, this person really cares about me, therefore I kind of like them back because they see this side of me that I don't see. So I don't know, it feels more human than, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels so much more human when they go into that detail than when it's just like, you're hot, pretend to be my boyfriend. I don't know.
Well, I agree, but what I've told you about that. We've discussed that before because yeah, we have. We've talked about it before because I said I was a little bit more realistic when people have actually gone through stuff together and then they confess. Like in BLs where they actually, and that's actually what I liked about Not Me, is not is that they have this shared action that they did together. It wasn't just okay, you did this, this, and this, but they actually have some shared um um Yoda is basically Kozora's child. Okay. Um, but they actually like have some action together instead of love at first sight because I know, okay, I'm not getting off of love at first sight. You can't have love at first sight, but it's more lust at first sight. Um, so I'm just like, okay, there's not actually a valid, well, no, there's not a really an organic reason besides just the way you look, and I agree with you. um
Well, that's the thing I wanted to
did
sort of bring up because you identify as aromantic, which is when you say you don't believe in
mhm.
love at first sight. Then I just kind of feel like
Okay,
that's related. I don't know if that's.
I okay, so maybe it is, but like also especially what, okay, maybe because I just don't understand it. Like I don't understand, but also like I also don't understand like you want to marry someone and spend your life with only that one person. Like that is, I think that's also kind of like, especially when reading is like kind of socially constructed for the 20th century. Um, but not saying that y'all, if y'all like that, you're valid. Um, but yeah, but don't, everything that I've been told by therapists and stuff like that is more like lust at first sight. Like I don't know. I okay, yes, all right.
Oh, I was meant to have some background music on. Let me just put it on. Okay.
Is there
Is
background
it
music? I
playing?
can't hear it.
Oh, just for the
Hold on.
live. I mean, it's not really here, but I'm just trying to play some. So it's just not. Let me just try again. Um,
Uh,
Sometimes my files get loose. 'Cause I wanted to play Jade's Kenji's song, one of our reactors, in the background, and we're using her song for my intro and outros in the videos I'm doing. So it's like pretty cool that we get a custom, oopsies, a custom track for just because like all the music I've used so far is like generic YouTube generic music. Okay, well I set that up. No, it's just like because I have very strong romantic feelings. Like I relate strongly to love at first sight, just because I fall really easily. And even based on
Mm.
appearances, I'll be like, wow. Um, but then in terms of like a lot of storytelling narrative stuff, like I will relate more to I think things that have more romantic storytelling and narratives instead of just like hookup stuff, because that's not stuff that I relate to as much. So like, for example, in Heartstopper, have you watched Heartstopper?
No, okay, so this is I'll probably get canceled for this. I have not watched Hofstopper because also like I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, no, I haven't watched Hopstoppers. I don't plan on watching Hotstoppers.
All right,
Like
don't get cancelled, DC.
yeah, I know I'm going to get canceled. I know I'm going to
How
get
are you
canceled.
getting cancelled for an opinion on
Um,
Heartstopper?
they're just
All right, let's move
yeah,
on.
no.
I mean, let's not get
Right.
cancelled on our first stream.
I'm just like they're just I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay,
But no,
Miko
I
said.
I I don't feel a romantic attraction. There can be an aesthetic. Someone can be very aesthetically pleasing, and visually pleasing, but I don't feel that pull towards romantic. I mean, I can get like how someone can be like, "Ooh, that's aesthetically pleasing," but um, so yeah, like romantically attracted people. Like, I'm like, what? Um, so yeah, I can get you. You can get be aesthetically pleasing at first sight.
But on that note, like sometimes I'm just wondering, am I missing something that's not letting me relate to some of these romantic story, like some of these stories, like in Kin Porch and Not Me, the way they come together, I'm missing that journey. And I just don't like, I feel like in some shows things are subtle because they're relatable experience. For example, like when someone puts their walls up and will kind of be like, hey, I don't want you to love me because I'm scared. Like that's a very relatable feeling. But if you haven't kind of come across that, you don't understand the narrative. So it's kind of like hard to imagine things outside your experience.
But then also, it's kind of hard to. Some people like maybe put up a wall, and it's because of some trauma or something they have to deal with, and somebody pushing against that, trying to get through, is not cool. So even if people have the same experience, people have different ways of approaching that experience. Um, so there's that. But I mean, it could be just not relatable. But then also you have to keep in mind that a lot of these stories are they skip some steps in order to get to another point in the story, and they kind of shorthand a lot of stuff because life is more drawn out, you know. I think Ken Porch, the reason that they're together is because of shared trauma. It's a lot of trauma, a lot of toxic stuff going on. Um, so unless you've had like a very toxic relationship, um, I don't think it's going to resonate as much.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're meant to be talking about. I feel like we should have some structure, but if
Well,
like
the hell with
if
structure.
nobody's gonna give us a topic, I think we're just gonna keep babbling. Do you want to say anything
But
about Mr. Unlucky though, before we move on from it?
oh yeah, I liked Mr. Lucky because it the story gave me just enough. In that I know that there were other people who were like, "Oh, I wanted them to kiss and cuddle and stuff like that," but it was unrealistic for them at the end of the story to all of a sudden be acting like a couple because especially Coda, he really. Oh, I'm about to. Sorry, spoiler alert. I haven't watched it either. Um, he was so for his life had kept people out to all of a sudden change and just be like, okay, I'm letting you in is not realistic, especially when you have this habit of doing this, and he's slowly peeling off. But also, it gave me just enough in that it led me, the viewer, to say, okay, this is what's going to happen afterwards. I don't think all stories have to have a definite ending, a definite beginning. As long as you lead the viewer and lead the reader, okay, this is what happens afterwards. I don't need to spell it out for you. I can lead that, the rest of the story. Um, and I felt satisfied. I felt satisfied.
I definitely didn't think they needed to go all the way in terms of kissing and all that stuff. But like, I'm just like, there's a cynical part of me that was kind of like, why not? Like, and apparently in the manga, he kissed in that moment where he had that personality shift where he's like, oh, I don't want to, I'm not a girl, so why are you treating me like that? You know that scene? And so it's just sort of like a why if the actors kissed at the start, why not have a consensual kiss in the end? And then B, you know, this sort of like weird dynamic where he's kind of like himself one moment and then back to this timid, oh my god, did I just say that? Like, I just have this thing where I don't know if it's a pattern, but the bottoms need to be so timid and approach things with trepidation that I'm just kind of like, let's broaden the representation and depiction of how these are more, the people who aren't in the masculine role act like. So it's just, if there wasn't a pattern, if I just didn't watch Until We Meet Again, Cutie Pie, and then this kind of like in a row, then I just wouldn't be too fussed about it. But on the same vein, like obviously Kin Porch, Porch isn't a stereotypical bottom, but on the other hand, it's just like, it's too mask for mask. He's straight in the novel, and it's just kind of like, it's so hard to get nuance, right? It's just either it's like erasure or it's just like one note, and I just don't know where to go. Or like, maybe I still need to watch Secret Crush on You, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about some of these representations of, or whether or not it's realistic.
I disagree with Coda because Coda is. I don't think he was more of a bottom. I think he was more of dealing with this trauma, and they. Of course, the other guy was like cool and stuff like that, but I think, especially with Japanese and Japanese TV, it's a little bit. I think it's desperate from all of the other stuff that you were talking. Disparate. It's, from all the other stuff, and I understand that there is a pattern. There is a pattern to show feminine as weak and questioning and all this other kind of stuff. Um, America of a Teddy Bear didn't have that, which is I don't think you haven't seen yet. They didn't have that whole dichotomy of a top bottom mask or femme or anything like that, which is one of my right now top five BLs of the year. Um, yes, it's that good. But I think it was really much more about his trauma and how he is dealing with stuff, and him as a protagonist being having to deal with that, and also navigating his neuroses because that's what he had a lot of. I also like how the his psychology class actually dealt with some of that stuff. And come on, medical. Also, Corbito
Robertizo.
Colbertizo. Yes, hi. I forgot. I should like be talking to like.
Yeah, it feels very awkward, like having people in the chat, and then I'm like, oh, when do I include that in? Because it's kind of
You
like
have to yeah.
I'm so bad at social situations, honestly.
Is it?
You know when you're in like
Don't
the
worry,
middle of a
okay.
conversation and someone walks up because they're like, oh hey, you know, and then I'm just like, I need to finish this conversation before I include them. And
I do it all the time on Twitch when I'm playing and then just like playing video games and just like, hey. So I can stop. I usually, when I'm with my friend anyway, we have like 3 conversations at one time. Not very linear.
I need to,
But yeah, and also I will give more comic book references to Miko Xavier. You need to what?
we need to figure out what we're doing with these live streams. Is it just like we click on, we talk, or because I've been like, I've been trying to figure out like what else we can do here. We could play some games. I just don't know which games to play. And then I was thinking about setting up a Jackbox session one day and then inviting the other reactors. Yeah. But I don't know if anyone's watching, because then the audience can join in Jackbox and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Like whenever I used to do it like once a month, having a community gaming day. But whenever like people on Twitch see Jackbox, you get people like who are not even your followers just coming up and playing Jackbox, and that's fine.
That's good.
fine.
That's
It's
fine. Yeah, you can make custom prompts. So I was like trying to like imagine for like Drawful, which is like basically Pictionary, whether or not we could just do a bunch of BL titles, and if that would be fun. Just like trying to draw a BL, I think would be fun, and then just trying to trick each other. Because I was trying to figure out like, could you draw a specific BL, and then what would you draw? But then how would you try and like confuse other people? For example, like if we were drawing Kin Porch, like what's the most memorable Kin Porchy-esque thing that you would do?
The hamster.
The hedgehog. It's the hedgehog.
The hedgehog. I would just draw a hedgehog.
There's no other BL with a
Shout out to
hedgehog,
me.
right? No.
Right. Shout out, and you're welcome, Miko Xavier, for me encouraging you to finish Miracle of Teddy Bear. See, yeah, I know you just had to push through it. It's nice to hear you, and yes, it's the first time. Don't put too much pressure.
That hedgehog is
You
still
know
alive!
what?
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna tell you like this. Between the two of us, Edison puts a lot of pressure on himself. I'm just here to like kind of pull him back because it's I think it's good so far. We can do a little bit better, but not. You don't have to. It has to be the best, but he's very has to be best. But we're gonna get there.
I like to
We
be
balance each other out.
good quality. I was reading a Reddit thread on Kin Porch, and people were not getting what the hedgehog was about. They were like, oh, Vegas has a tender side because he's looking after an animal because they're hard to look after.
See, and this is the problem with
people outside the community trying to understand things that are meant for right?
I bet you if they watched Rainbow Prince, they wouldn't get the.
Something I wanted to talk about was if I'm too mean. Because when I did the Game Boys 2 trailer reaction, you were like, wow, that was really brutal. But I didn't think I said anything really harsh. And so, like, now with doing the Kim Porch, it's like people are like, whoa, you are being really critical. And I'm like, no, this is just me normally. So...
because I've known you for a while, I've, like... become desensitized to it.
That's what everyone says. That's what my friends say. They say, I don't notice your brutal honesty anymore. It's just you.
No. I'm not saying I don't notice it. Yes, I notice it. It's just I don't take it personal.
Well, yeah, after the Game Boys 2 thing. Kobitiso wants to know what the hedgehog was about. We're on live. We might as well talk about it. Before we go into how mean I am. Okay, so wait. I hope we're thinking in the same thing, because if we're not, that would be really embarrassing. But you explain, because I actually don't know that much about it.
So back in the day, there's this wise tale saying that Richard Gere was put into the hospital because he took a hamster and put it in his butt. And hamsters go into your butt and it's supposed to like gnaw on this nerve down there, and it's supposed to like give you immense pleasure. But the hamster died, and he was rushed to the hospital to remove the hamster out his butt. That's the old wise tale. And then from that, there was this whole, you can look it up, it was Richard Gere. And then there's this whole thing about putting a hamster up your butt for pleasure. Now, inside of Kim Porch, there's a hedgehog, spiky and stuff like that, in his sex dungeon. So, of course, what he's going to do with that is put it up someone's butt.
Oh, I did not know all the details. I just knew that there was like a tale where someone put a gerbil up.
It was a gerbil.
I didn't know about the gnawing. I just thought it was just like the wriggling.
No, it's supposed to gnaw on your some nerve down there.
That's horrifying.
And then it's supposed to die.
Okay, well great. Okay.
So, and this is what.
Should we have just like done a warning, a trigger warning or something like that? That sounded really traumatic for me. like I just feel that's not information we should release freely out into the world. Okay, but now people know. No, yeah.
And you could just look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up. Richard Gere hamster.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So,
is there a clarification?
Oh, they say gerbil. Sometimes it's a gerbil. Sometimes it's a hamster. So, yeah. It's all fake. You don't. Anyway, however, do not put a hamster, a gerbil, a hedgehog, any animal up your butt. Period.
Trust us.
Period.
Thank you.
If you're going to do that, at least be a human.
Hi, stepmaster.
And we're live.
Hi.
I think I have an idea what I'm saying.
If anyone wants us to talk about anything or has any questions.
Hey, stepmaster. What's up?
Yes, please be
How you
careful with
doing?
your butts. Let's not. We don't have to keep talking about butts. I was.
A happy butt. A clean butt is a happy butt. Um,
Who wants to do a
but
tutorial? No, let's not go anywhere.
oh my goodness, this is us without the editing.
Let's get back to figuring out how I be nicer on the screen. Because I feel like people can have the same opinion, but then I say it some way, and then people are like, why do you hate the show? But oh my god, let's not go to the.
All
I
right.
haven't watched The Boys. I've only watched the first
I
season.
have I still need to watch season 3. I have it on my I've already watched the first 2 seasons, and I'm worried because already I see like Butcher make its powers. So I'm like,
I don't think I've. Yeah, I
but
only watched the first season, and then yeah, that's it.
I have in fact that's probably going to be the next thing. I just finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I hate to say it, but I'm glad they ended it because that last season, and I'm a Brooklyn Nine-Nine person. The last season was, but it was only 10 seasons. But I did like the ending. It hasn't been the best ending that I've seen, but it was good. Um, have you watched Three YY?
Oh,
Why
hi,
why why?
Anoriel. That's. I mean, we haven't been as critical on Kinbosh, I guess. Wait, Stepmaster says they're loving the good cop, bad cop vibe. Like for us, are we good cop, bad cop? Am I bad cop?
Yeah, you're bad cop. You're definitely bad cop.
I thought we were just cops.
Oh no, I am not. I'm not. No. You're bad cop. I'm nice social
I
worker
feel
because
like
I am not a part of the cardinal system, putting people in jail. That is, I am no.
I just feel like I say something and then I drag you down, and you're culpable, and then people assume we both hate the show at the same level. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry for like kind of dragging you down with me. Okay, but I don't feel like you're saved. Like I don't feel like you're good cop.
I think because everybody, like you said, BL cops. What? No, I at least want to be like the fire. What's it? I want to be the leather daddy. Which one of the from YMCA, the village people? I don't want to be the cop. I want to be the Indian chief, whatever.
Are you allowed to? Is that kosher anymore?
Nah,
No.
I want to be one of the other members of the village people.
Thank you.
Ray
Thank you
Sunshine.
for yes.
Hey,
Thank you for appreciating the
welcome
honesty.
to like welcome everybody. Like Corbizzo, Mikio Xavier, Step Up Master,
No, but the question is like,
Ariel.
I mean, like, I know I'm honest, but it's just like I wonder if I can frame it in a way where it's not rude. It's just because I remember this story that I was doing a mentorship program, and then my mentor
You were
just
mentoring someone?
no, I had a mentor in like design,
Oh, okay.
and he took me to his workplace so I could talk to some of his colleagues about what they did, and then the feedback was you came across so rude that they didn't want to talk to you anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, I've heard that before. And so this was a while back, but like it's a recurring thing in my life. So when I say something that's just honest and what I'm thinking, sometimes it comes across as a judgment, which sometimes it is, but like not in a bad way. I think what I asked was like, oh, why did you choose this line of work instead of something like more creatively interesting? I don't remember what I said.
You said more creatively interesting.
Okay, it might have.
Why did you create?
Oh my god! Look, so they were okay. This was at a certain paper company that has taken over Western media. But it was sort of like
Uh,
it was kind of like, yeah, I was judging the work that they were doing, but in my head it was a compliment because I was like, you could do the coolest thing ever. You know, what makes this your choice of work? That was my I don't know. What do you think that's so bad? Like, I don't know.
yeah, I would have just been like, so what made you choose this line of work?
Yeah, I don't. I look, my memory is blurry. Maybe I was, but I'm just saying. I think there's been a lot of times I say something, it comes off in the wrong way, and then yeah, I feel like that's reoccurring in the reactions. Um, right? It's because I'm gay. It's a gay. Everyone's homophobic. The world is homophobic. Yeah. I
I
think
was called into the office of stories.
the thing is,
Yeah.
I feel like I talk in my gay voice is very. I think when you have a preconception of sassy gays, you kind of automatically assume that they have that personality.
So, being born
Is a mistake.
as
What?
no,
No.
no, no, no. I'm about to tell you something.
Oh, okay.
Being born as a person who's black and assigned male at birth, I am seen as a threat after 3. After 3 years old, I'm a threat. There have been
After 3, I thought you meant 3
black people
p.m.
who
Okay, sorry.
three. There have been like black children who are killed at 7 because they thought they were adults or whatever. So, as a survival mechanism, I have had to make myself, and it's automatically uphill, automatically something to do it because I have survival. Because if I don't, I can be killed. The world is out to kill me. So I know how to come across. I'm always aware of how other people see me and how I come across, and being nice, because when you're black in this world, you don't have that option. Because if you talk to any black woman, they'll say, "Oh, she's sassy" and stuff like that. So they have to actually go all the way over. Anybody black. So it's something that I've always worked on because I've not had I don't have the privilege to be a bad cop. And I've been working on that all of my life because you have to worry about what people think. You have to do this. So the way I come off is because of the world being racist. The world being marginalized people, I mean. So maybe I'm also, but then also I wouldn't change that for the world, because also that allows me to be more conscious of how other people take things and how other things, it makes me more connected to how other people feel about stuff. Even though I often say, okay, this is because I'm black and this is because it's marginalization, I still wouldn't change it for the world, because I get some certain skills and tools that other people who aren't in my situation have. Like I'm able to empathize and sympathize with other people's marginalization who aren't black and queer and stuff like that. I can empathize with that. You know, I've picked up feminism, first waves, third waves, and fourth waves, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. I can conceptualize this stuff. So that's where my ability to be nice comes from. So that I'm just saying that's for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I can get away with being mean. And I should actually... hope this doesn't take anything from you, but like, I can actually have that option, and having that option means that I should appreciate the option to be mean, and therefore I should start enjoying it. Because I have that option and other people don't, and I should cherish that, right? Like,
I mean, it's a privilege, but then also like you, but also know that there's going to be certain things that still come from it. However, if you were a white male, you wouldn't be mean at all. You'd be assertive, you'd be all that other kind of stuff. But you're a queer Asian male.
yeah.
So you're mean.
There's something I do want to like touch upon, because I feel like since Anna Riel is here, and the fact that she's gotten apparently like death threats for her Kim Porch reactions, where I don't feel like I mean, like, I don't feel like they're that much meaner than ours. Maybe they are. I haven't watched all of them, but like I just wanted to like recognize, yeah, I definitely don't know what it's like for female reactors and the sort of things they get. I was shocked. I was kind of like, I can't believe people have the audacity to confront her in this manner. So
the reason she got that was because the death threats. The reason that she got that was because she's a woman. Well, I'm not. Oh, I take that back. She appears as a woman. I'm not. I don't know Ariel's gender. I apologize about that, but she presents as a woman. So women presenting people get death threats, while you may get a whole essay. However, if you were a white male, the people would be like, he's passionate about this. Maybe he's wrong, you know. So, but yeah, if a female reactor is not, or a female presenting reactor is not bubbly and effervescent and stuff like that, I don't think like it'll be like they'll get shit.
No, I get that. I think I understand and I see it. And because just throughout society, yeah, women are expected to act a certain way to be pleasant, and if they're not, they're automatically not catering to the male's fragility to be nice and sweet and all that stuff. So anything from the default of being pleasant is seen as an attack or an inconsideration.
Well, okay. All right. Thank you for that clarification. Also, I, of all people, don't mean to misgender anyone. So, if you want, could you please put your pronouns down in the chat so that way I know. It helps me. How many times I got it? Right, because also what the patriarchal system is really about is about static gender roles. And if a woman is speaking her mind, she's starting to become a man, and that becomes a threat to the masculine power. And then also we can get into the intersectional. Not only is femininity, but then also a certain type of femininity and white femininity. White women's femininity is the gold standard for femininity. Black women, they will never approach that femininity because they're black. you know. Um, and so you actually have to think about that too. Um, any don't mind being referred to as that. Thank you everyone for like putting your pronouns in. That is such a nice reaction to like everybody just say, okay, this is you ask for something and they go for it. Um
It's so nice. It's so nice that we're able to talk to people. Talk.
right.
Um.
I need more coffee though.
Oh, you can go get some. I'll just sit here and do stuff.
Yes.
DC, did you get to see DC's legs, everybody? Isn't that amazing?
God, leave my legs alone. Oh my god. Not that type of like live, okay?
Okay, I do. While I'm
This is
here,
only
I do want to get to know everyone somehow. I don't even know what to ask, honestly.
BL.
We should keep talking about BL because we are a BL channel. But if there's anything, yeah, anybody wants us to discuss or have any questions, feel free to ask them here. Please don't ask when my Q&A video is going up. I still need to work on that. Oh, we were moving in from butts. We have moved on from butts. The anus part of the butt. My god. Goodness. Gosh. Okay, no, I'm failing here, DC. I need you to come back.
Okay,
no, I'm
what do
kidding.
you mean you're failing? You know, you're overdoing it. I think you're doing fine.
I removed
as soon as I get back.
Miko's
It's like,
saying
it's on fire.
Miko's saying he's surprised at how well I'm doing. Oh, why doesn't everyone tell me which country they're from? No, that's something I can ask. And is interactive. Where is everyone from?
Hey, did you go into my Facebook and get off that baby picture?
No, I haven't done that.
Okay. Oh my goodness! While they're answering that question, so I started watching All Stars season 7.
You started? It's like halfway through.
I thought I was like, I don't really want to see it. Then I saw it, and then I'm like, oh. Especially when Raja came out. Raja was actually my first. That was when I first started watching Drag Race. Like,
Season 3.
Raja was my first. Yes.
Oh, thank you everyone for telling us where you're from. Okay, where are you up? Which episode are you up to before we do spoilers?
1.
Okay, we can't talk about it at all.
No. Because I downloaded from the first one, but then also I got all of the untucks. So I have like 10 episodes.
So much to catch up with.
So
I feel like I need to say hi to everyone. Okay, thank you everyone for telling us where you're from. Hi Marie. I haven't said hi to Marie yet. Denmark. You know what? I can't pretend I know anything about other countries. Hi Lionel.
Oh.
And
Corbitz. Oh, okay. I know who Corbitz is.
Hi Kari K.
I know who you are.
Kari K. Thank you for joining us. Kari K. Comments a lot on the channel. I really appreciate their comments. I need to double check the pronouns. Oh
my goodness, you don't remember people's pronouns after they say it the first time? I always do. I'm just kidding.
We can hear all the. I hope people can't hear all the crackling that I can hear from DC. Oh yeah.
Yes, my iced coffee, because it's like 10 something in the morning. So welcome Denmark, or welcome Sweden, welcome Germany. Where are you in working in Africa? Like which country? Uh, Stepmasters. DC keeps flashing us. I do not. Oh my god. I have clothes on without consent. Oh my. First of all, I wouldn't flash you because I get paid for that. I don't. I wish. Uh, legs, hip, body. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Are you there
Hey
every small
Lionel. Yeah, this is
skirt?
DCK prepare for a show. Legs across the board. How did? Okay, we should not. There's somebody else on this live, and it's Edison.
That's fine. If
Can we
you
talk
want to
about
be the
Edison?
legs of the channel, you're welcome to be the legs of the channel. I mean, I don't care
You're
what
like-
brings the audience in. If you want to just be like, if you want to show them, you can show them. Like,
First of all, it's hot here. So, and also I have my. Hi, Lionel. Welcome.
okay. I mean, I want to move on from Drag Race, but quickly, let's just do favorite drag queens.
DRC, Angola, DRC, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. Oh, okay. I've only been to South Africa. I went there for a month volunteer ship. Favorite drag queens.
From the franchise.
From the franchise ever?
I mean, I just wanted to get an opinion.
Or this
Jada is amazing. Love Jada.
Willow Pill. Okay, so.
Oh my god, I can't believe you can see my ripped earphones. I'm too poor to buy new ones. Okay, sorry.
Fairly new share. Out of everyone in the franchise,
I mean, I just want to know
My
what your taste
favorite-
is, like what kind of style or...
oh, I love a good comedy queen, Bob the drag queen, Bob. But then also, I like it because Bob is also an activist. But then also, his boyfriend is trans, so I'm just like, not that he's doing it because he loves him, but you know, so yeah, Bob's a drag queen, and Bob stands for big old bottom. Yes, purse first, and he just run with it. He just knows how to use it. I do like me a Jinx Monsoon. Like Jinx Monsoon as a comedy queen and as a reading queen, I like her. Raja, like I follow Raja on the gram, and Raja is amazing. So yeah. And also the Queen of Mean. I forgot her name.
Bianca?
Yeah, Bianca Bianco. But yeah, those are mine. Who do you like?
I think my favorite is Sasha Velour. Just when she turns it in the fashion, she really turns it.
I do like me. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, you can finish. I was just gonna answer some questions.
I like Sasha Velour, and I liked her for her seasons because she was very cerebral with her drag, and it was a lot of thought, but then also was just like, all of that mentality. So I love a good Sasha Velour.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. What'd you say?
Mandy Janch. Oh my god, I hate trying to pronounce things. Mandy Janchis. New subscriber. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the live. Wants us to introduce ourselves and share the motivation behind creating the channel. So, I'm Edison, he, him, and
Oh, I'm DC, they, them, pronoun.
Um, yes, Sasha is amazing. Why did I create the channel? Long story. I mean, I think I go into the story more in our Q&A video, which I have not created because I still haven't Q&A'd everyone. But basically, it was during the lockdown and I had a lot of time on my hands, and me and my friend Sam thought we'd give it a go because we thought we were hot, funny shit, and we would be really entertaining. This was during the era where I was seeing like reactors meeting like Filipino BL actors like in Game Boys and in Hello Stranger, and I was like, they're getting featured by these companies and getting to meet the actors. I'm like, dude, that could be us. I watched some reaction videos. I was like, this doesn't look so hard. Me and Sam are just as entertaining. And our first video we did, we got trashed on. And I was like, what the freak? So I was like, okay, alright, maybe we're more... Okay, so I think now that I've done this so long, I'm like, I'm an acquired taste. But I brought DC on when Sam quit. And DC's been great, very gracious in being able to help me with the channel. But that's basically it. DC, yeah. I mean, the continued motivation is, I think, really the community now. Like, the sort of, like, ability to put your thoughts out and then kind of get conversations happening. And, you know, when I watch something I really like, I do want to talk about it with other people, but usually I don't get that opportunity because sometimes the stuff I watch is pretty niche. So, like, Survivor, anime, all that stuff. So, yeah, having a channel to do that is really nice. And right now I'm not doing anything, so it helps me kind of pass my day. But yeah, how do you feel about, you know, doing the channel, DC?
For me, it's fine. Like, this is like, I watch a lot of BL on my own, and so that is not on the channel. I do enjoy picking apart some BLs, and I enjoy that. But sometimes there's other BLs where I just want to just like put it on and not think about it, and like, trust me, I'm not. If we go to a movie, if in real life, if we ever go to a movie, if one of the fans like see we go to a movie, I am not talking all the way through the movie. I don't do this in my real life. But I do enjoy the channel. I do enjoy the channel, and actually I enjoy Twitter. Our Twitter follows a little bit more because once or twice I've gone into the comment section of the YouTube, and my little Fifi's got hurt.
Oh, really?
Yes, and so
nobody says anything bad about you, though.
There's just some stuff that like it really affect me, and like my feelings got hurt and stuff like that. So I've stayed away from the YouTube comments. However, the commenters, the people who interact with us over on Twitch, not Twitch, Twitter. I keep saying it on Twitter, like that is like love. I'm really sensitive about some shit, so like especially over on Twitter where they like you can't give like a whole essay or whatever. It's just like it's just a good vibe, and I enjoy that vibe. So so yeah.
I feel like I have...
Are you trying to be Miko's Xavier? What? Are you trying to be Miko's Xavier showing legs often on webcam? What?
Thank you, Mindy, for appreciating our different perspectives. I think for me, like, I don't necessarily get my feelings hurt because I know that there are people out. I People who give me negative comments, I'm just like, we wouldn't interact in real life. You're probably someone I wouldn't even like in person, so it doesn't really affect me. But I try and see things from different points of view and see how I could improve, because sometimes it might be relevant or it might be productive feedback. So I mean, even in terms of how to be more personable online and stuff, it's just interesting to take in and then either reject it or not. But sometimes I do get funny comments, which I'm trying to look for. Funny comments as in like, I can't believe you wrote that.
Well, it's also, I guess, especially before in like 2019 and stuff like that, leading up to that, I was doing a lot of panels on race, gender, and all this other kind of stuff, and speaking out against that. And I guess I developed a callus around my feelings and heart, because I'm talking about injustices and stuff like that, and a lot of people are against that, and they just push back on that, and I guess for that. But during the lockdown, I guess some of that went away. But then also, I guess I'm just like, it's very like, this is my personal opinion. And I guess also like, I don't know, I've always felt that way. I'm just like, this is just my opinion. Am I bad for having a different opinion than you? And people never just say it's, oh, this is my opinion, because I can take that. But people are like, no, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm trying to find a comment, but I can't find it anymore.
yeah. But I'll probably get over it and get used to it and just be like, you know what, because I can get over everything.
Lionel wants to know, what were your first BL or the ones that made you a fan? Oh, this is why I need to do the Q&A video, because we've talked about that, but we can do it here as well.
Yeah.
My first BL was Sodas, which was accessible on Australian Netflix. It's really weird because I think about like recommending people BL, but my BL journey has been from very early BLs, and then it's getting better and better and better. But now it's harder to recommend BLs because you want to recommend the best. But if you don't take that journey from where it started, you don't really like appreciate kind of a lot of the conventions and originality behind it. So
it's very much like, okay, what is the best book? Here, read this book on Mary Had a Little Lamb and nursery rhymes. You're like, what? But you know, those grade school books like kind of like build you up, or like the high school books, or like the middle school books build you up for the college level type stuff, and you kind of appreciate it like that. So I get what you're saying.
But yeah, the first two BLs, Sodas and Love Sick, and there's so many alumni from there in different shows. It's just really cool to see their development and journey as they branch out into new shows. So that's where I started. Top 5.
I started in like 2017.
No, that's earlier than me. I started in the pandemic, like a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I was like 2017, 2016 with like Waterboy, and that is why during the era where there were a lot of college BLs, like everything was college and university BLs, and that's why today I am sick of university BLs. Like it's just like, because that's what all that we had, and just like that's why actually I appreciate a lot of JBLs and also Filipino BLs because they don't. It's just I was just sick of that. And the reason I started and I keep watching it because it has a different way of storytelling.
Have you started
Um,
Senpai This Can't Be Love? Because I just did a
yep.
recording for the page. Have you?
I was
I thought it was so good. I
no
don't want
no
to go
no
into it.
no
Oh,
no. Wait a minute.
Senpai This Can't Be Love.
No, I started old fashioned cupcake.
Oh,
Senpai, this can't
okay.
be
I haven't
love.
done that. Yeah.
It starts today. I thought it started today.
Oh yeah, well, you're
I
catching
haven't.
up on that.
Yeah, it starts. It's released today.
Oh my god, Miko's been asking us to do reactions to why the series for so long, and I feel like we get so many requests, and like I'm already kind of like backlogged on things I need to react to, so it's just like hard to fit things in.
What is your top 5 favorite BLs? I know you have this already on your mind.
It's really hard to pick a top 5 just because the emotional impact I felt in the past doesn't necessarily have the same depth. I can only rely on memory, but I think in terms of like top 5 favorite BL, it would pretty much be obviously I Told Sunset About You, Cherry Magic. I don't know if Diary of a Tootsie counts, but that was definitely one of my top. And then it's hard to pick the last two. So I don't want to. Like. I think it's weird because like I've watched BLs with different people, and so you get a different vibe, and sometimes you can focus more, and sometimes it's more fun. Like I had a lot of fun watching You Make Me Dance, and then, but like I don't know if that is a top one, but I really liked that one. And if we're doing movies, Goodbye Mother is a Vietnamese queer film that I really enjoyed because the guys were hot, and it was about family, and you know Asian families have their own sort of thing to deal with that you don't get in the West. Yeah.
Cupcake is so good. Top
5 DC. Top 5.
Asian.
Top 5 DC.
Oh, you know what? No, I love all my children equally.
You love Game Boys
Um,
and Nani o Tabeta or something.
yeah, Nani wo Tabete. I do like those two.
Oh my god, I didn't say He's Coming to Me. He's Coming to Me, if they changed the ending, it would be one of my tops. I wish they went to heaven.
And I really like Nano Tabete because it's slice of life, and it's a slice of life story. And in a lot of BL, you have the beginning part, but you don't have like the middle part, and then also older people in BL. You do have, and that's what I do like about Japanese BL. You do have the pornographer, which is, I think, it is wonderfully shot, wonderfully paced, and I love the characters. So, but thinking. I don't. Game Boys, Nano Tabete. I want to say I want to say Bad Buddy, but I don't know if it's like a good story, but I really like the chemistry between them.
think Bad Buddy acting
Um,
was good. Story wise, I just didn't get emotionally invoked. But Nanon has a really cute face, so I was happy with that.
um, yeah, I'm stuck at like those two, like because I really did enjoy. I enjoyed Guy, a man who defies the BL world, because it actually was meta and it actually dealt with a lot of um it actually I love art that actually takes a look upon art itself in a meta type way and actually made fun of all of these kind of stuff, and it was so um realization of its in and of itself. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I think
But I don't know if that's.
I'm sure
Go ahead.
it counts. I think I like BLs that kind of resonate or leave you with something, and so like
Mm.
it can be entertaining, but if it changes you or brings something with you, um, I just need to feel something emotionally. So it's like that's why I think yeah, that's how I differentiate my favorites. So
Mm.
I don't usually watch things that are for adults, like older people, like the Nanios, just because I'm like, I need to keep in my young fantasy. Young fantasy.
I'm like, okay, we can go on. We need some other stuff.
Um,
Or like
Mandy's
Cherry
asked,
Magic. What
who are your favorite BL actors, if you have any? How do you have a favorite BL actor? I think. Do you have a favorite BL actor? Oh, well, we talked about this in our Q&A,
Right,
which
we
I still
talked
have
about
to
it in our
do.
Q&A. But you know what? I'm besides the ones that are my top. I also want to say that I have successfully enjoyed Mild as an actor all the way through, and even he's in Triage right now, and he is just a great actor. But I think what Mild is now, Mild is the Ryan Reynolds of BL acting, in that Ryan Reynolds doesn't play a part. He's just Ryan Reynolds in that part. and it's kind of like Samuel L. Jackson. He doesn't really act anymore. He's just Samuel L. Jackson as that person. But he also brings himself, and it's great. Mild, I've successfully. Mild was the only good thing about Turn Type. Um, so, and I remember Mild from Love Is Coming. Love's Coming. And that was the first time I saw him and all that kind of stuff. And whenever he's in a BL, yeah. So that's he's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, I don't know if I like actors for their acting, honestly. I don't notice it. It's really just, if I have favorite actors, it's just how cute they are and what I know about their personality. So that's kind of my criteria.
Also, T. T. He was in Miracle of the Teddy Bear as Song, but now he's the lead in Triage. And I think he's a good actor because he has that range. He was also in Two Moons, and all of the roles were disparate. They were different, and they and it shows his range. We love range. Um, so also side note, Lionel, I think Cherry Magic's coming out with a movie,
Has
a
it already
sequel
come out? Oh
movie.
no, it's still coming out. Has it come out already?
So yeah, about the Cherry Magic. It's I do like the ending and I do like Cherry Magic. But yeah, they're coming out with a sequel. I'm sure one to really more interesting or better written.
I remember, yeah, watching Until We Meet Again and not really seeing what the hype was, DC.
Okay, so for me, and this is where maybe you uh, push back, is that I avoid fandoms. I even though we have this channel and we do this and put it over, and it's kind of part of the ethos. In my personal life, I stay away from fandoms. Like I'll enjoy stuff. I'll enjoy Marvel. I enjoy comic books and stuff like that. But I stay away from fandoms because they're so toxic. So I don't know that if it was hype, but I watched Until We Meet Again in the middle of the pandemic, and it was I enjoyed it because it was, especially with what was going on in the world, it was something more steady, something more even, something more consistent. It had a very slow story, and it was something that I needed at the time. Something was slow growing. One of the things it did have that I really really like is that it started talking about food. Like if you have a BL and you put in some philosophy about food, that's one of the things I liked about the first episode of Old Fashioned Cupcake. They started talking about food, and just how food is just not. It's not just something to be consumed, but there is this art around it. So they did talk a little bit about that with the desserts and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that.
That's why MasterChef is so
But
successful.
I have never watched MasterChef because that's too much being angry around food.
No, well,
It's food.
American MasterChef is very reality TV for America, but like Australian MasterChef is a bit more wholesome. And like, not to do a tangent, but Australian MasterChef, am I still streaming? Okay, Australian MasterChef had one of the earliest sort of like culturally diverse casts, just because like it was based on how well you cooked and not like how you looked. So, anyways, let's get back to the topic. One thing that, oh my god, I forgot what I wanted to ask. Until We Meet Again, I think I wasn't sure I appreciated it just because I didn't really connect with the emotional gravitas that it was trying to do, which was this whole past life thing. And you hyped the ending so much, like you were like, oh, you don't believe what happened. And my imagination ran wild, and then when it happened, I was like, oh, wait, that's it? Like, that's all?
No, I didn't say you can't believe it. I was like, everything happens in the last two episodes. Like nothing happens the whole series. Then everything happens in the last two episodes. And I'm like, it's almost like, okay, you've been giving me the steady thing, the whole thing, and then it just like, yeah, just like what the hell? Like this just comes out of left field, and it comes out of left field if you look at the rest of the series, and it's so even and just gone by. But then it's just like, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Fan service is where actors make the most money, not the city, so don't get concerned from the making money. I said, a rich trick left the city to make.
I don't really pay attention to fan service, honestly. I don't think it's healthy, kind of building, or it's essentially queerbaiting, and like we're kind of like already sick of that in the West. I don't know.
I mean, if they're going to be gay for pay, go ahead. I'm gay for free, so make your money, make your coins, get that bag. But I don't buy it. But also I'm not a very big celebrity person. Like I don't go to places like AwesomeCon was here, and they had signings of for stars and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, Will Wheaton's there. That's cool, but I'm not gonna like go to meet him or like follow people or something like that. So I mean, get your coins, but like it's I don't know. I think it's also kind of problematic because then when they start doing fan service, I will. But this is for me. But then I'm also an introvert because when I start giving you access, then people think that they own you. And if you start doing anything beyond that, that's where you get pushback from. Um, that's actually why I really, really liked Call It What You Want.
We're gonna what?
And
I'm not gonna touch that show. Oh my god.
because it showed all the even though the director, but in and of itself, it shows like, hey, there's some problematic behind the whole BL thing, and I think that's what War of Y is going to try and do. But I always think that celebrity status is always like it's just too much.
No. I heard some just random things about Call It What You Want director, and I'm just like, oh, don't want to touch that sort of topic or thing. But without without involving the director, that it does have interesting messages, and interesting themes, and I think Lovely Rider tried to. I didn't watch the whole of Lovely Rider, but it's good to, I think, go into the topics about how the industry is and what the problematic elements of it can be. Back to the favorite actors, I'm just gonna say I will support any actor that is openly queer, just in solidarity. I know Twink Earth is getting a new BL, but I'm not interested in it for some reason.
Earth or Earth mix, both of them.
No, Twink Earth, baby Twink Earth, the baby Twink. Oh my god, what's ironic? What's ironic? Lionel, what is ironic? What did I talk? I didn't even remember what I just said. I didn't complete Lovely Rider because Sam got sick of it and we didn't finish watching. It got kind of boring as well halfway through. Yeah, Q-Heart Earth, the little twink in Love by Chance.
But you know what? And this is
There's so many Earths.
Thing. I'm so Big Earth, Middle Earth, Little Earth. Oh, we gotta go to Middle Earth. We have a ring.
Can we have like a BL in the Lord of the Rings universe?
You mean Lord of the Rings wasn't a BL? Come on now, all those guys. Legolas.
Friendship between Sam and Frodo. Yes, Mr. Frodo, I'll do anything for you.
Like I said, anything's a BL if you can imagine it.
No, yeah. The issues about the director for Call It What You Want. It wasn't harassment, but he had other problematic things going on in his life, I think.
Yeah.
And then also I think some people read it that he was... Actually, I don't want to speak without being informed, so I actually should read up more about it, but yeah. I'm just gonna move on from that.
I'm so glad that you're here with me, Sam, here at the end of all that. Middle Earth is earthed in 2 moons in my secret love.
Oh my god, okay, there are so many BLs coming out, I do not know which one to react to. There's like Love Mechanics, and then Checkout as well. I don't have time to react to all of these, so I don't know which to pick. which is why Kim Porch was easy to pick because like there was so much hype around it. But I'm like, oh my god, now Boom Prem are coming out with a new BL. And I'm like, Jailing loves them, so I don't even know if I'll have time to watch Secret Crush on You with Jailing. So, I'm being overwhelmed by all these BLs that are coming out.
I saw Secret Crush on You, and but you've heard everything about it.
I do want to watch it because the main character has glasses. And where else am I going to find a lead that wears glasses like me, you know? I don't mind being a stalker for 3 episodes if I learn from it. If I learn from it.
If you learn from it,
like, let's not go to spoilers.
He actually...
I just like, yeah, I need to, because I still need to do History 3 Trapped. And I might do that with Jade. But Secret Crush on You... I think Jailing prefers to do the new Boom Prem one that's coming out at the end of the month. So I might have to backlog Secret Crush on You or do that myself, I think.
Yeah, I'm watching Why Are You? And the guy whose toe is in Why Are You? And it's so weird. I mean, he looks taller here. I don't know what in Why Are You? It's like they shrunk him in Secret Crush on You. But oh yes, Secret Crush on You was saved by Sky Joe, Daisy. Unfortunately, we need justice for Daisy and also justice for the other friend. I forgot her name because Daisy and the other friend, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not saying anything else.
Okay, alright.
But no, they have it on, I was just saying like yeah, the other 2 friends, they needed more of the story.
Oh my god, no one's ever seen my ears before. No, that's a lie. Daisy's already watched Trapped, so I said I was going to do Trapped with Jailing and Allison, and then Daisy watched it by themselves. And then I was like, oh wait, Jailing doesn't want to watch it, so.
See, this is the whole thing. I like if I want to watch BLs, I like watching BL. So if you tell me you're going to do something with someone else, I'm already going to watch it. Like I am trying to hold off on Game Boys 2 and also Pa Thirsty. Like if we're not going to watch Pa Thirsty or Game Boys 2, let me know because...
Oh, is that the one with Alex Diaz? That's a movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not react to it, but I'll still watch it. Because we still have to do Fire Island. We still need to organize Fire Island. Oh my god.
Yeah. Trapped is good. Trapped is...
There's so many things to watch. Because we need to get ready for Game Boys 2. And if there was nothing in our schedule, I'd ask you to do a rewatch of Trapped. But we have Game Boys 2 coming out. And we're already started Mama Go-Go. And I'm like, oh my god. That's a lot. It's a lot.
One watch and one rewatch. And you know what? But if I rewatch it, then I'm also going to be thinking about Kim Porch. Kim Porch. Why did I say Kim Porch? Kim Porch. While we
aren't watching Game Boys 2. Like, we're waiting for it to be international before we react to it.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they'll do some promo stuff. And I'm hoping... I don't know how other reactors got involved in the promo stuff. I don't even think we'd be big enough to be involved in promo stuff involving reactors. But one day...
we should just like make our own and like do like a blue screen and just have...
We just like hand puppets of Kokoi and Kokoi being like, thanks for having me on Femmes Reacts, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god, I shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know if I loved Game Boys as much as everybody else.
I did. I and just because that was actually my first. No, that was my second. My second or third after taking like a break from BL, and because it was, I liked the way it was shot during the pandemic and things like that. And I like, also I a gamer. I stream on Twitch, so it was actually kind of, I was relatable to me, and also relatable to what I have been doing. I have been video calls and then all this other kind of stuff. So I related to that aspect, and actually connecting with people online and having all this other kind of stuff. So it was a little bit more grounded. While I know like other BLs are like university and they meet and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it was just really, that was the time. But then also, baby.
They need a BL where someone's sitting in bed swiping on Tinder, and that's how they fall in love, because that's something I would relate to more. um no, I didn't fall for Gav's Hi Baby. I thought Gav was an F-boy, and he was just overconfident, and I was just like, you're really full of yourself. Something I just don't like people with arrogance. But like,
I
you like,
see. So
he's not arrogant, but I just couldn't get past that
Alright.
initially. But the other reason I didn't like Game Boys is because it the plot ended up kind of formulaic, where it was like, oh, they could almost be together except for this one hurdle, and then they just kept getting hurdles and hurdles to overcome, like distance, dad's death, aunts having cancer in a different country, and it was just like, can we take a break from all these sort of things keeping you apart? Like, it took the believability out of it from me. Like, sometimes, yes, life is that dramatic where everything goes to heck, but I think, yeah, it was just too much. Stuff. And then also, Elijah just seemed like a baby in the first season. I just couldn't get past his baby face, his babiness.
I liked it because of all that, because it's just like, okay. And unfortunately, I guess that's also left over from my watching and Western and stuff like that. You have to overcome something. And shit happens in life a lot of times. Like, and maybe it's also because in my life, like sometimes it's all peace. And then you have a lot of, everything happens all at once. Like this week, like up leading up to this week, everything was nice and growth. But this week has been one of the busiest weeks for me. Like even after this live, I have to, like, my mom's coming over, then we have to drive over to this place and then go over here and then go over here. And then last night I didn't get too much sleep because I had to stay up and do all this other kind of stuff. And so sometimes a lot of things happen at once. Edison, that's the 3 Wait, get in. It's emotional. It's sad before the happy ending. Oh my god! Like San Christian, is it Filipino BL? It was just I was just like, what the fuck with that? Where's the happy ending? They were together. What?
Yeah, and then his aunt got cancer and he had to go to America.
They were together afterwards, and they, like, at the end of season 2, they got to spend together. They get to like be with each other
For like 2 weeks, or like, it's just stressful turmoil. I just don't like it when there's too much. Okay, they were together online. I guess. Look, I mean, I don't want to take anything away, because I thought it was very original the way they did film everything, and it was very well done. And I just spoiled the movie for Miko Xavier.
Yeah, you did. Doesn't mean that you won't be able to do the reaction.
Would people be interested if we did do some games for our next session? You know, there are other games we could play, but I just like it is very non-BL stuff. But then I've been trying to reach out to other reactors, trying to see if I could do stuff with them. If I set up a Jackbox. But then, I want to play Overcooked. Have you played Overcooked?
No, I haven't. Which
Oh, is it cross-platform?
on which system?
I don't know.
Which system? Is it on?
It's on Steam. It's on PC, but it's also on Switch and.
Well, I mean, if it's on Steam and you have it on Steam, I'll buy it on Steam and then we can play it that way. Because if you're like trying to do,
I kind of wish we did things when Among Us was huge, because that was a fun era. Like when people were playing Among Us. Did you ever get into Among Us?
I didn't get into Among Us. I think the 2 times that we had peace in the modern world is when everybody was playing Pokemon Go.
That was like the best year of my life. Pokemon Go year.
And Animal Crossing. Like that's when we had peace. World peace, and everybody was together, and it's like, great. And then like
I love world peace. Heart
if you're actually good
Zhang Wu talking about Philippines BL. There's only a few of them that are actually good. Aside from Game Boys, what else do you like? Unfortunately, the Filipino BLs have kind of died down, which is sad. Have you watched? Okay, wait. We have to. Which ones do we answer first? Let's.
So talking about Filipino, aside the Game Boys, what else do you like? Because like I'm like, just because of my journey, I'm a resident like Filipino BL and also JBL cheerleader. I realized that there's I think that Thai BL, because they put out such a basically Thai BL is formulaic, and so you get like, and them being off of good and off of bad is still within a certain range, but because Filipino BL is so new, you have a wider range. But because Thai BL has been going on for such a long time, like the good and bad between it is like within a smaller range. As far as good and the stuff that I like on Filipino BL, of course, Game Boys, but then also liking the movies. Hello Stranger, but I really feel like Hello Stranger the movie should have been in with the series. I really honestly feel that. I feel like the movie is the like 2 episodes that should have been in.
I'm sure it's like budgetary reasons. Like at least they did the movie.
Right, but the honestly that and but also I know Filipino BLs were just like 6 episodes, that's it. But I think if the 6 episodes would have been 8 or 9, it would have been so much better. Hello Stranger, I did like My Day, but My Day you like it because just because it's so wacky and campy and so different.
I freaking loved My Day, but yes, the script was not amazing and it kind of drew out towards the end, but it was just a camp fun time. And the same with Rainbow Prince and Oxen Films.
Right.
They do great stuff there. But when we were reacting to Rainbow Prince, I got the idea that they weren't a fan of our reactions because we never got any comments from them, and other reactors did.
But we're enjoying it so much.
I was criticizing it so much, and then Marcus, the actor, was like, "I appreciate your honesty," and I'm like, does that mean people don't appreciate my honesty? I'm like, why even bring it up if like it's a non-topic? Because I was just like, I'm just saying stuff, and I didn't realize like, you know, it might not necessarily be taken in the most positive way. But no, I mean, Rainbow Prince was fun. Do I recommend it for people looking for a serious BL? No, but I recommend it for people looking for a camp time.
Right. Do you like the ending of Dear Doctor? Yes or no? Don't spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it. I haven't seen Dear Doctor yet. Also, they were scared to do a BL Cliffs on TV. That's why Hello Stranger felt like it was complete once they saw the fan response and made the movie. I don't know a single movie that has made it as a BL that is character-driven BL. Just feel for episodic series release.
I'm sure there have been movies that have become BL series. Just I can't think of any because I don't know any. No. But yeah, I think those I haven't seen any Filipinos this year or tried to that I would go, wow, this is another game changer. It's unfortunately peaked so far, and then yeah.
I've seen a couple of Filipino BLs this year, but I would not suggest them.
One thing I do appreciate about Filipino BLs is their commitment to representing queer actors. It's not something you see in any other country, but you know, Paolo and Alex Diaz, and the Quarren Things person, they have more genuine representation, and also Achilles from Game Boys.
This is the thing. Okay, so Quarantine Things 2 came out this year. And I didn't like what they did. I didn't like the ending and stuff like that. But I did like it wasn't my favorite because I was happy with the ending on the 14-1. But I did appreciate that they did end up having a throuple with ethical non-monogamy in there and actually showing different configurations of relationships, which you don't see anywhere else. Also, there was a bisexual character in there, and so it is. I want to say it is cutting edge on that aspect, doing that, and then also having other queer characters and representation in there.
Well, there's not a lot of ethical non-monogamy, is there? No.
There's not at all. Because it still falls into the whole like monogamous pairing and things like that. So
I mean, yeah. It's an interesting thing to explore. I wonder if we can. I'm trying to think of some like interactive things we can do with the audience that we have. That. I mean, I could literally just start up a Jackbox game and then try and stream that. But actually, my phone's running out of battery, so I can't do that. But what do I want to know from the audience? Which was our first video that you watched of us? How did you find out about our channel? I need more ideas on how to grow us, and yeah, I can't like increase my video uploads. People upload every day, and Real, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how any other reactors upload every day, but it's exhausting just doing one video for me.
But the difference is that you edit a lot, and some other reactors, I mean, it'd be like me too, like they just like put up the raw film or just like cut out But you not only edit, you also insert noises and sounds. So your creation of a video is a little bit more in depth.
One thing I do want to do is keep this meta commentary, or meta gag stuff. Like, I want to keep doing the top tab stuff, and I would keep wanting to do references and stuff. But like, so I sometimes forget about things. Like I was trying. I want to just create more memeable content and put it in our videos. So like, I don't know if anybody noticed when I did the Titanic drawing of DC, but I didn't get a comment about it, and I was like, that was really funny. Why didn't anybody like say anything?
You're just like, why doesn't anyone comment to me? But if DC talks about a pun, everybody just goes wild with that. Something that I didn't laugh at.
Alright, I mean, like, I tried watching The Boy Foretold by the Star, and then I dropped it because me and Sam stopped watching stuff. Oh really? That's so cool, Ray of Sunshine, that you discovered BL through Heartstopper and the channel. But that's really cool. I do want to try and promote BL a bit more, just because like in the West, people are like, oh, we don't have content, and I'm like, look at Asia. Thank you, Mika Xavier in the yellow shirt. Okay, let me. If nobody knows the Titanic thing that I spent so much time on, do you even know what I'm talking about, DC? For not me, did you even watch that?
You know
what's gonna happen? I'm gonna show it, and no one's gonna laugh at it, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
So, but this is the whole thing. Sometimes, like, I don't even like rewatch my Twitch videos because that's me hearing myself. I don't like listening to myself. Like, I'll like watch a little bit of it, and then just like I don't watch the whole thing.
I get tripped out because I see myself in the past, and I'm like, you let yourself go on camera looking like that? I'm just, no.
Right? So, I'm like, you let Edison go looking on camera? No, I'm just kidding. What kind of friend are you?
Oh my god. Let me see if I can find the Titanic clip. I thought it was hilarious when I did it. And I was like contemplating like having your sketch like appear over and over again in Yock's house, because it was just really funny. Let me try and find the timestamp, and I'll just put it on the stream to see if I can do a meta commentary about our reaction. I just need to remember what time. Oh wait, here it is.
Discovered this channel because of your fish upon the sky reaction. Haha, the cat care, out of care. Yeah, fish upon the sky.
Someone discovered me through Fish Upon the Sky. Like,
yes.
Oh
okay,
my god.
So...
Oh my god. Okay, we have to talk about Fish Upon the Sky. I complained so much about Fish Upon the Sky. I can't believe someone stayed because of that. Like, I didn't even finish the show.
Yeah, I finished that.
Fish Upon the Sky, the queer erasure, first of all, as if having a Fab Five, as if have a Fab Five, but have none of them be queer. Like, it was just Fab Five, straight people giving a makeover. That was my first like gripe. But then, obviously, the racism thing left such a. It not necessarily from the. It was more like, I thought it was astonishing that not a lot of other reactors were kind of like calling it out, and I was just like, what's going on here? Is it just me? Or like, I was watching other reactions, and they were reacting to it, but they weren't saying anything about it. And so their audience was like, thank you for not making a big deal out of it. And I was like, what? And some of these were the same people that were commenting on my video. And I don't even know. I'm just surprised that people stayed because of Fish Upon the Sky.
As a person who was watching, and now as a person who had a platform, I was just like, oh, racism inside of Thai culture, you know, it's kind of something as a viewer, because I'm like, I'm not in that conversation. I've dealt with that actually was one of the reasons I stopped watching BL at a certain point, because a lot of the colorism was so pervasive that I was just like, okay, this is not going well with my mental state. So I stopped, and then I came back to it during the pandemic. And there are still some BLs that I won't watch because of colorism, or just because I just see it and I'm just like, But when that happened in Fish Upon the Sky, I was like, this is not that I expected, but yeah, got it. I was like, what? They're doing that. I'm glad that you called it out and having a platform, you calling out, and saying something about it. But that wasn't the worst part of the series. that was bad, but it wasn't I mean, just the even more stuff that I ignored, I still was like, oh, and that's why I didn't make my top 5 best BLs. I guess it was supposed to be like an ugly duckling story, but it didn't even do that right. And the hiding, and they were together, but nobody could know, and chasing after each other, and other people like other people, and it was just a lot of. They were just like, hey, you know what? Let's have a lot of stuff in this story, and do none of them well. just have a lot of the stuff and do none of them well. The only thing that I liked was kind of like the side couple. That's about it. Also, but I did like the theme song. The theme song was good. I know I'm just kind of like, beautiful gowns, lovely gowns, beautiful gowns.
DC, can you open the link I sent you on Facebook?
On Facebook?
Yeah, it's just because I can't close Discord. Because I wanted to show everyone the clip that I thought was really funny, but nobody appreciated. And it's just like, how do I keep doing memeable content if nobody finds it funny? I just need to keep remembering my references, because I do want to create a lot of reoccurring memes, which is why top 10 body rolling is my favorite thing.
So, wait a minute. Play it on the live. Play it on the live. I'll just turn on the sound.
Oh yeah, but you'll be behind. Oh god, it's not at the spot. You'll be behind. Oh wait, there's Perth. So there was this Titanic bit.
Is he imagining the other dude?
It's so weird to hear myself. And now people are gonna be like, "Are you talking or is?"
Am I on the Titanic?
Draw me like your French girl.
Oh. Oh? Oh? What?
You're a drawing, DC. Okay, you're behind.
Yeah, I know what you're drawing.
I remember that.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought okay.
Oh no, I don't remember that. Okay. Okay. So.
Okay, whatever. You know what? Nobody has to find that funny. And then I remember
You know
we're
what?
at Yock's house, and I put you at the back of Yock's house somewhere. I just don't remember where it was. Okay. Anyways,
You,
you know, I can.
I appreciate your effort. Even though I may not be like ha ha ha, I appreciate your effort.
Not everyone has to understand.
That type of-
Understand me. That's fine. Okay, where's this bit? Actually, I tried doing the same thing. I tried doing the same thing for Bite Me, where I would have like the reoccurring painting. There was like a really scary painting in their thing, in their restaurant, and I was like trying to make that a meme. But yeah,
I'll be right back. I have to go. See you.
thank you
don't see
people.
this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Y'all don't see this, but during the editing, I have to go like to the bathroom like 5 times, and so I'm going to for the 1st
We're
time. I'll be
gonna
right back.
clap for DC's legs.
Don't do that.
DC's legs.
Don't do that.
Legs. What's on the menu? Legs. What's on the menu? Legendary. Okay. All legs, no dairy. Where's your legs? All legs, no dairy. Yeah, that freaking alien clown. Thank you for appreciating the jokes. If you remember any sort of like memes I've used, just tell me about it, and I'll try and keep in mind to keep putting in it, because I know me and Kari, we've been talking about Perth memes, and I've been trying to include more Perth stuff, but it's just like hard to look for stuff, because Perth does unlists a lot of his lives for his members, so, and I'm kind of stealing them, but there's like this TikTok where Perth says something like, can you call me daddy? And he's like, honey, you can call me anything you want. And I thought that was so suave, because he called you honey, and that's just like kind of fruity. And I was like, yes, call me honey. But I don't know where that's from. So I need to know where that clip is from, so I can have him saying, honey, you can call me anything.
What?
I was just talking
What did I come back to?
I was just talking to about Perth. Hi Franca, thank you for joining us. Happy Pride. We needed, yeah. Perth doesn't.
This first one.
I mean, I know we're not meant to assume or like speculate about people's sexuality, so I try not to. But I guess I need to watch Perth reading his first BL manga.
Yeah, you say that, but then you're like, earlier on in the live, you were like, I appreciate like queer actors.
Yeah, but when they're out,
in
yeah, I
BL.
do. Yeah, when they're out. I mean, yeah, it's a thing.
But then also, the funny thing about sexuality is that it is socially constructed within a temporal and then also spatial thing, because what's just the hard cases that we have in some Western countries about gay and straight, they totally ignore like bi people or pansexual people. In other places, they don't have those strict categories.
I don't know if that matters. I just want to know if Perth can love me one day, and that's pretty much it. And then like that's all I want to kind of fantasize into, whether or not this BL could potentially love me one day. You know, I mean that's what people think, right?
I don't think any of that. I don't want them to love me. They have so much going on in their lives. I see what they're doing in the BL. I'm just like, I don't want that. I don't. Take me to the hospital. I don't need your white towel. I have a gunshot. I don't.
Gosh, we should almost wrap up, but just trying to think if anyone has anything last they want to bring up. This was really nice. I really enjoyed having a live audience and just talking to people, and everyone wants to be loved. Yeah, but by Perth. No, that's what Lionel meant. Everyone wants to be loved by Perth. No, it's been really nice. It's been really enjoyable. I didn't think we would get anybody watching the live stream, but I am very optimistic about a future live stream session then. And what we could do with it.
If you just go live, people show up. People just show up. Like, that's one thing I've found on Twitch and for other live places. People just nasty.
He was playing Animal Crossing, which makes him so much more attractive. And he was just like commenting on a villager eating a rainbow ice cream, and I was like, "What the heck? Why would you say nasty to that?"
Oh, you don't know? Well, I'll tell you after the no, I'm just kidding. But no, it has been fun, and people just show up. Like, people always show up. When's the next time we're gonna do this? Like in a month or two? I said we should do it.
I think the next thing I want to do is either invite our other reactors on this channel to play Jackbox, or invite other reactors from other channels to play Jackbox, and then do BL themed Quiplash or Drawful.
I said when.
Oh, when? I don't know.
I didn't say what. But you know what? We always hear what we want to hear.
We'll try in another month, hopefully. But if anyone has any ideas, or no, I'd be keen to try and organize a BL reactors playing Jackbox thing. Just juggling people is very stressful. Otherwise, we can just have it audience participation, and then just kind of like take turns in who we let in somehow.
It's like herding cats, so
yeah, it'll be fun. I think, I don't know, I'm not a really big fan of Quiplash, but I guess if it's BL things, if we can kind of come up with content for it, that would be cute.
Sounds like work. That sounds like work.
You just have to come up with prompts, like, you know, what did the bottom say to the top? Or, you know, what's in Vegas's sex dungeon that you wouldn't expect? Or, I don't know. I'm sure we could come up with things for Quiplash. Except sometimes
do more purple backgrounds. I love purple.
Ronnie wants to know what our favorite BLs, but we went through our favorite BLs. I can't remember what the timestamp is in the chat, but we talked about them.
But also, we're going to have
a Q&A that I said I would release. I said I would react to Trapped History 3.
You have so many. Write this down. Put it on your vision board.
I'm just like, okay, gotta get Perth off my vision board to make room for all these things. No. We should finish up soon, but I'm just trying to think of a way to end this.
I would like to personally do shout out to Miko, Xavier, Ronnie, Carrie, Lionel, Rhea Sunshine, Stepmaster. Thank y'all.
Ha Jung Woo, and
yes, thank you.
Mandy Janchis and Oriel Reacts, if it was still here.
Yeah. Yo, this isn't. I'll just say it. This is just me.
Ashti.
It's
We didn't
not
answer that question.
it's not
Mary. Sorry.
us doing this live. It's y'all live. Y'all made it worth it. So this is our
Be Wanderer. Oh my god, we're just like
We
finishing.
Wanderer up late. Oh my goodness, we're like finishing. But Be Wanderer, thank you. Shout out to you because you just made it in time. You're like me in high school, just showing up 5 minutes left from class. You still get attendance.
Oh my
Still
god.
get that check mark.
Yeah. I'm looking forward
Right.
to our next live. I'll try and set up something more interactive.
It's me.
But yeah, no, this
Oh, where are you from, Be Wanderer? I'm sorry. Because we heard where everyone else is from.
that's true. Not that I remember.
I remember. Don't worry. Okay. Well, I guess they
France.
don't wanna-
That's so cool. I love how international our audience
France!
is.
Yay! I remember going to Paris and practicing my French, and then getting there and realizing Parisian French is a totally different thing. I don't speak French at all, and people will just be like, "Nah, bruh." But I love French.
Oh my god, another history. I still need to do history 3. Oh god.
It's true. And Parisian French is it's like don't like Canadian French is not the same, and so yes. But I love French. I dated this French guy. But anyway, so that's for another live.
Who wants to do a live where DC talks about all their past relationships?
We no. No, that's why I have a therapist.
I can't talk because I have always been single.
But so far.
Yes, I'm still alive. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We like the BL beginning.
We should. Well, we should finish. Oh, we should sign off. We should figure out a way to end this stream. I think we thanked everyone for watching.
Yeah.
Hope to see you next time. Thank you for your support on our current reactions. Sorry I can't take all your suggestions because I get overwhelmed very easily. And I'm already regretting starting manga. I'm like, can I really do this?
Right.
And this is
And
without like Jiling and Allison doing our BL right now.
Right. But join us if we're gonna have at least 2 more videos coming out this week. And also you can we have a Twitter page. I talk back. So, we have a good vibe over there, not like the war in the comment section.
If you just wanna talk to good cop DC,
Social worker, not cop.
somehow I've become the bad, guy here.
You know what? I'm the fireman, a good fireman.
Putting
Good
out
fire
the
person.
fires. Alright, good luck with your zucchini pasta,
Alright.
Miko Xavier, and thank you everyone else for watching. I hope you had a good
Yeah, thank
time,
you.
and hopefully we'll see you for our next live. But this was wonderful. It really affirms that we have people who are interested in us.
And we just showed up and cut up.
Alright,
Showed up, cut up.
bye everyone!
See you later. Bye.
Bye.